Alright, so in this video we are back at the TCC, and this time we're doing it at night. Let's get to it. Alright, so at this point, obviously this map has been done to death. Everybody's played it to death. Everybody knows everything about it, but still, I feel like there's some things that are worth trying, or trying to experiment, get some new ideas out of. I thought of going to the original map as well, but I played that so much, and it's pretty hard to come up with anything new, so I thought I'd at least go with the evolved version. Obviously this is only on PC, so apologies to the console players, but yeah, I'm sure there's something new I can come up with around here, so let's figure it out. Right, so the first thing I was thinking was kind of a run-on from one of my other videos, doing these like back wheel taps off stuff. I was wondering if we could just like go left and right and tap maybe like 2 or 3 times. It's probably pretty hard because it doesn't always let you land in a manual. You kind of need luck for it to happen. And also because of the angle, it's hard to know where you are exactly, but it's something, isn't it? Yep. So yeah, this is one of the tricks I really like doing in this game, because I'm pretty sure it's not intentional, but the fact that it is a thing, shit. I don't know, yeah, those unintentional things that still end up working and look cool. The more of those you find, the bigger the range of tricks you can use to express yourself. Ugh. Oh, there we go. Finally got it. Thinking about it, it's not even like that amazing of a trick, but it's fun. Something unique. And it's one down. And it's also made me think of something else I want to do on here. I have no idea how it'll work. Nope. I want to see how many of these I can ride over. The first one, like, you can hold both triggers down to get onto. But after that, you're completely loose. You're not attached to anything. I need a bit more distance. It's something I've tried on Skater XL as well. Anything that's like 2 rails that are connected, but they have these little dips. They're pretty interesting. It's just typically the game would never let you ride them properly. And that was 2. So, I don't know, let's see how far we can go with this. Honestly, I can't see myself getting to the end. So, what I'm doing, if you're wondering by the way, is just like popping up to do a little manual when I get to the end. I'm gonna have speed this time. Because when you pop up for a manual, you gain a little bit of speed. Like, I guess you can just see it there. So if you keep doing that, actually maybe you would be able to maintain enough speed to keep doing this the whole time. Ooh. I think that's about as good as I'm going to get. When you get up to that 4th rail, you're usually kind of like shifting left to right and you end up going into a grind, but that's about the closest I've gotten to a clean version of it. So yeah, I'll take that. That was pretty cool. I like these kind of offset benches as well. This pole, it's in the way, but there could be ways, especially from this bench, to get over to the other one. I'm immediately thinking like a manual line, bounce off this bin onto here somehow. Because they're separated, that might be quite hard. We'll see how it goes. Oh, it works. I just don't know if it'll look any good at the end. To be honest, I didn't think it was going to work. I was trying a bunch of times and it was just failing or like glitching out or something, but kind of got a little tap into a grind, so I'll take that. Next up, what else do we have? I've done that before. It's like a flip onto a grind on here, but the game always wants to turn you 180. It turns into like a flare. Something to do with the magnets, I think. It's really hard to just get a straight up back. Like, yeah, it turns you like that. I don't know if there's any way around that. Because yeah, I'm not touching the sticks or anything. It's just forcing me around for whatever reason. Okay, I've already done a backflip before, so maybe I'll just try front flipping. Obviously we're kind of... Actually, that's an idea as well. Could I manual on top of this, then down onto the rail? I wasn't intending to ride that rail. I was hoping to grind it, but it worked. Let's try a few more times, see if we can get it a bit cleaner than that. No, for some reason it always wants to not grind, but I'll take it. It's weird, it's completely unrealistic, but you know, it works for now. What else do we have around here? It's kind of tricky with this map because everything's been done. I've spent a ton of time on this map, and a bunch of other people have spent a ton of time on this map as well, so it's really hard to find anything of value. That was pretty cool. Ended up going fake it at the end. Yeah, that worked. It made me think of another thing as well. It's pretty much the same. I kind of want to get onto this, tap it, and then go down on the rail on the other side. A bit like the backflip thing I was trying. I'm holding down both triggers to try and manual it, or get it to like lock on in a manual position. But I don't know if the game wants to. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go down onto the rail. But maybe like before, it won't actually recognize it as a grind. It's all down to luck with this game, isn't it? Oh, the 180 out was sloppy, but I got it at least. It also made me want to try doing the thing I mentioned before, like the little nose tap on the top and then just go down the other end, not on the rail. Yeah, I've tried it a bunch of times and that's about as good as I can get. I don't know if it'd be easier doing it this way. But it might be time to move on and try some other tricks. Right, so I thought of something else I want to try. I want to flip off this and like tap the rail if possible with a back tire. Kind of a backflip tire tap type of thing. Because I've been playing around with that stuff a bit recently, especially like flips to hitting the back tire on like rails and stuff. I figured this would be like one of the good places to do that. As you can see, it's not that easy. You need to have the angle just right, because if it's too vertical, you'll just automatically bail, or if you're not far enough, you'll fall flat on your face. Yeah. If I keep trying long enough, I reckon I'll get it. It's not like a particularly hard thing, it's just... Yes! Took a while, but we got it. That's something, I kind of want to go back to a bunch of different maps and try like flips and different stuff to like tire taps and stuff. Because there's tons of stuff you can do with that. That's one good thing about this engine. It's pretty robust and lets you do that sort of stuff. As long as it's on a tire, it won't work with pegs like I've said before, but could you do this with like the front wheel as well? Yeah. Going forwards, I think would bail you most of the time. So it's easier to do it backwards. The momentum... Okay, that's a bit of a crazy example. Alright, I found something I want to try. I think I've done this before, but it was just a manual type thing. It's easier with one wheel. To be fair, this is pretty easy as it is. It's not actually that interesting, and even then I messed it up. I could have made this more interesting. Maybe like 180 onto it or something. Okay. Stupid challenges. That's actually one thing that like adds a bit of longevity to the game. Coming up with weird challenges and seeing how many times you can do something. A bit like that first trick I did. Okay, this is harder than expected. What was I talking about? Yeah, different challenges, like how many times can you tap the back tire on this one long rail or something like that. Pushing yourself, seeing how efficient you can do it, how good you can make it look. Okay, this is a pretty good challenge. Yeah, it's a lot harder going backwards because if you turn too much, the front wheel comes off. You've got to be super delicate with it. I have no idea what I'm going to do at the end. Screw it. It was almost there. Yo, finally got it. Oh my god. That took a bit longer than I expected. Because the last part, when you go into the nose manual, it makes it even more sensitive and kind of like visual, of course. So getting that bit stable was really hard. But we got it, and I think I'm going to call it a day. I've played this map a ton already, and I already kind of know most of it, and I didn't really have that many ideas, so to come this far just from like a quick session, I'm pretty happy with, to be honest. So maybe I'll just cruise around a bit, and when I bail, we'll call it a day. But yeah, I made an Instagram account just for like posting a lot of this stuff. Actually, it was originally a juggling account, because if some of you know, I did juggling a lot in the past, and I used it for that. But I kind of figured I got a bunch of followers already, well, a few thousand, and I'd already posted some pipe stuff before, so I'll just convert that account to that use from now on. I think I'll put a link to it in the description. Same for this map as well, and also like any information you need to play the game. There we go, we killed it. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. Lots more of this stuff to come, tons of maps. This is kind of an old map, but I wanted to come back to it anyway just because I do like the community centre, and it was nice to have a reason to come back and try some new stuff. And there's probably a ton more I could do as well if I thought creatively enough, but I kind of want to keep these videos short and to the point, show some new ideas and then move on to something else. Could always come back here if anybody has any ideas, please let me know. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.